Hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone, especially to humanities. Welcome to Discipline and Ideas in the Applied Social Sciences. We are in lesson 2 of module 4, Settings, Processes, Methods, and Tools in Counseling. I am again Dr. Annabeth Lopez. Now, for lesson 2, counseling often has a stigma associated with it. Given the history of how deal with this intense emotion afterwards, memories, yung mga approach is better than all other specific problems. So, it's the needs of the client. It can be both dialectical behavioral approach, cognitive behavioral approach, or cognitive analytical approach. So, pwede siyang combine. It depends upon the situation and upon the client. We have family counseling approach. This is to treat a family system rather than individual members of the family. So, hindi lang siya pang individual, kundi buong pamilya. It forms a systemic approach that requires specifically trained counselors talaga. And Gestalt approach developed by Fritz Perls. The term is derived from the German word for organized whole. It focuses on the whole of the client's experience, including feelings, thoughts, and actions. The clients gain self-awareness in the here and now by analyzing behavior and body language and talking about bottled up feelings. This approach often includes acting out scenarios and dream recall. So this Gestalt approach is nilalabas niya yung feelings, yung thoughts and actions. Pinapahalagahan niya yung mas awareness niya sa sarili niya. Ma-analyze niya mabuti yung kanyang sarili, yung kanyang behavior, kanyang body language, and how he talk about his feelings. So it can be acted out scenarios. This can be a dream recall. Humanistic approach coming from the personal growth movement. This approach encourages people to think about their feelings and take responsibility for their thoughts and actions. Emphasis is on self-development and achieving highest potential. Client-centered or non-directive approach is often used and the therapy can be described as holistic or looking at person as a whole. The client's creative instincts may be used to explore and resolve personal issues. Ayan. Kapag ang isang tao, ang isang kliyente mo ay may personal issues, we can use also humanistic approach. Kasi dito, nakafocus tayo sa self-development, sa client-centered. So, holistic siya. Kasi in every part of him, mapa-financial yan, personal, relationship, career, natatouch niya yan kasi um, personal growth movement. So, holistic siya kasi kailangan mo siyang i-improve yung kabuuan nun. So, that's it. An integrative approach this is when several distinct models of counseling are used together. Integrative approach para rin siyang eclectic, no? So, integrative, either you can integrate different kinds of approaches. Depends on the cases of the client. And then mindfulness approach is a specific way of intentionally paying attention. One negative thought can lead to a chain reaction of negative thoughts. This approach encourages people to be aware of each thought, enabling the first negative thought to be caught so that it is seen as negative as just a thought and not a fact. This breaks the chain reaction of negative thoughts, giving a mental space in which the person can recenter himself in the present. Mindfulness-based therapists can work with individuals and groups and will usually integrate mindfulness into another modality in which they are already trained. Mindfulness is likely to appeal to therapists who have developed a long-term meditation practice. Ito yung ginagawa ng mga counselor na meron ng long-term meditation practice kung saan nakaka-capture nila yung negative thoughts mo and then they stated a fact and make you brainwash na hindi siya um, katotohanan. Yung sinasabi mong negative thoughts sa sarili mo, makaka-capture nila yon and then it will not be taken as a fact. Hindi siya magiging katotohanan sa buhay mo. So, yun, marirelease niya yung positivity sa mind mo because of this mindfulness-based therapies. Person-centered approach. Person-centered approach devised by Carl Rogers and also called client-centered or Rogerian counseling. This is based on the assumption that a client seeking help in the resolution of a problem they are experiencing can enter into a relationship with a counselor who is sufficiently accepting and permissive to allow the client to freely express any emotions and feelings. This will enable the client to come to terms with negative feelings, which may have caused emotional problems and develop inner resources. The objective is for the client to be able to see himself as a person with the power and freedom to change rather than as an object. Ito ay kailangan labas lahat ng isang kliyente yung kanyang emotions and feelings to lahat ng negative feelings niya and mga that causes his emotional problems. And with that, makapag-develop ng inner resources. So, mula dun sa nasabi niyang negative, mula doon ay mabibigyan natin sila ng kalayaan na magbago at makita nila yung sarili na at maging empowered sila that they are not object, they have the freedom to change. Meron silang kakayahang magbago. Psychodynamic psychotherapy counseling. This approach stresses the importance of unconscious and past experiences in shaping current behavior. The client is encouraged to talk about childhood relationships with parents and other significant people, and the therapist focuses on the client therapist relationship, the dynamics, and on the transference. The transference is when the client projects on the therapist's feelings, experience in previous significant relationships. The psychodynamic approach is derived from psychoanalysis but usually provides a quicker solution to emotional problems. So, kasi ano to, mabilis na pamamaraan ng pagsolusyon sa problema ng iyong client. So, unconsciously, um, tinatanong mo siya sa kanyang mga past experiences na nag-shape ng current behavior niya, yung history niya, kaya siya nagkaganon. So, while talking to you, their history, their past, their childhood relationship with parents or other significant people, the therapist now can inject um uh feelings that can give them a quicker solution to their emotional problems. All right. Next, solution focused brief approach. This promotes positive change rather than dwelling on past problems. Clients are encouraged to focus on positive, on what they do well, and to set goals and work out on how to achieve them. As little as 3 or 4 sessions may be beneficial. Dito, kailangan lang talaga kung ano yung gusto mo na marating, kung ano yung gusto sakto ng client mo, bibigyan mo siya ng mga steps ng strategies to make him focus and positively ma-set siya ng goals and ma-work out yun and ma-achieve niya yung mga yun. These are the tools for counseling. Counseling services impose to use specific tools for collecting primary information from students. The tools for collection of information for counseling are divided into two broad categories, non-testing and psychological testing. For non-testing tools, this type of tools are usually used for individual assessment without any intention of testing the individual. These tools are generally developed by the counselor and or teachers themselves. These are interview, observation, anecdotal record, cumulative records, checklist, rating skills, sociometry, autobiography, and diary. So these are non-testing tools. Ito in formal way, like while talking to him, na-observe, na-assess mo na siya, magpirma siya sa anecdotal record, yung mga past history niya, obserbahan mo lang siya, yung mga cumulative records niya, yung mga grades niya nung since kinder hanggang tapos siya sa pag-aaral, may mga checklist lang, rating skill, sociometry, autobiography, and diary. Pag sinabi nating psychological testing, this could be ability test like achievement and aptitude or personality test. Psychological test provides information about the individual's psychological characteristics such as intelligence, aptitude, interests, abilities, and personality. Before selection, tests of reliability, validity, practicability, etc. should be clearly looked for. Psychological tests are mainly divided into two categories: ability and personality tests. Ability tests composed of aptitude and achievement tests, while achievement tests are used as academic placement devices rather than as selection instruments. Aptitude tests are particularly used to estimate the extent to which an individual would profit from a specific course or training to predict the quality of his or her achievement in each situation. So pag sinabi nating psychological testing, we meant na ito talaga yung ginagamit. Mga psychologist, kailangan nila nito in order for you to identify talaga kung ano talaga yung kailangan mo at kung nasa ang status ka na or stage ka. So these are measurables. So let us match items in column A and column B. Write the letter of your answer in your notebook. So assessment and diagnosis, formulation of counseling goals, relationship building, monitoring and evaluation, follow-up, termination, or referral. So find your answer in column B. You can post this and then play again as soon as you are finished answering, matching the column A with column B. Now, this time, based on your observation, if you have a clientele from elementary, as a counselor, what will be your approach? Describe the settings and suggest approach for your clientele for junior high school and for senior high school as a counselor. So you will describe the clientele of counseling in the following settings. So, describe nyo sa pag-elementary or mga students from elementary, anong klase siyang ah, estudyante? Anong kailangan niya? So, anong approach yung gagawin mo? Pag sa junior high school, ano naman yung clientele mo? Ano yung, describe mo nga siya? And anong approach yung gagamitin mo sa kanya? Pag senior high school, and ano ring approach yung gagamitin mo? What is counseling? So, you may not answer this one. It's up to you kung ano ibig sabihin ng counseling based sa mga natutunan nyo. So, remember, pero mas maganda i-shorten nyo yung idea nyo. Kahit one word lang, pwede na. One word, one sentence. Ano ang napag-aralan nyo or natutunan nyo sa counseling. Use this acronym word counseling. Remember, counseling refers to guidance or advice provided to help someone resolve difficulties or decide on issues. When a person visits a therapist to work out on relationship matter is an example of counseling. Counseling is for people who want to experience more peace of mind, want greater self awareness, and is curious about knowing and understanding themselves in greater depth. It focuses on specific issues and is designed to help a person address a problem such as addiction or stress management. Remember also that counseling is also usually short term as compared to therapy. Psychotherapy is long term and it focuses on a broader range of issues. The purpose of counseling is to help clients achieve their personal goals and gain greater insight into their lives. One hopes that by the end of this process, she will be more satisfied with his or her life. This service helps people navigate through difficult life situations and make life adjustment easier. That would be all. Thank you for listening and watching. Prepare to submit your activities and outputs in your Hume's notebook and always be prepared for your short quiz. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye. Thank you.